This episode of the ETO Podcast is brought to you by Prism Deals, a PMG company. Prism Deals, smart marketing beyond sales. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the ETO Podcast. Joe Rodriguez coming to you from Bristol, Connecticut. I know. Along with el Super Mojado and Hugo Bernal. ¿Qué onda, chavos?
How's it going, guys? What's up, Joe?
Pues you know, ya te la sabes.
We don't get an ovation here?
There you go. Hey everybody, so welcome to another edition of the ETO Podcast. Joe Rodriguez here, as I mentioned, and today we have a very special show because it is the drawing for the ETO FIFA tournament that's going to feature nothing but Liga MX teams and MLS. 32 players are going to be competing for an awesome prize. And I know that you guys are going to be excited about that. It is a very cool prize courtesy of our friends at Prism Deals. And there you have it. You're going to win a PlayStation 4, a headset, a $100 gift card, and a t-shirt. How do you guys like that?
Eso es todo, yo.
Casi no quieren nada, ¿no? Hay para que la hagan de
Hasta que te pusiste la del Puebla, güey.
De todos modos,
pero no te vas a ganar nada, no te hagas ilusiones.
Guys, so what do you guys think? Should we get right into the into the draw, or you guys want to talk a little bit of Mexican soccer and then do the draw? What do you guys think? Let's do it on the fly.
I think we should wait a little bit, and people who's waiting for the draw, they should comment on the YouTube page and on the whatever they're watching this.
Órale, pues. Ya escucharon, okay? So you know what you have to do. Come, make sure that you guys are tuning in. Leave a couple of comments on all of our social media platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. You know, donde quiera que estén, make sure that you guys leave a comment and let us know what is going on. So, chavos, ¿qué piensan de esta Copa por México? What do you guys think about that? Let's talk about that because obviously that's right around the corner. So it's going to start in what? Less than a week, right?
It's this weekend. Starts this weekend.
Wow. Look at that. Es que
Copa por México?
Copa por México.
Yes.
Nice. No, good. Good to see soccer back in Mexico. Hopefully we get to see Chivas, mi super. What do you think?
Simón, pues ahí están. So they're gonna be the host of it's two groups. So half of the games are gonna start in el Estadio Akron, and the other half are gonna be at el Universitario, I believe, in the Estadio de Pumas. So yeah, Chivas is, like I said, host. So they should have a little advantage and have a good chance to advance to the playoffs.
And hopefully we get to see some good soccer, good quality, because they've been stuck for almost more than 3 months now, and it's been crazy roller coaster. Everything went back to normal, let's put it that way, in Europe, except France, I believe, and then all the other leagues are playing right now with no fans. I think we get to see some exciting soccer. Is this going to count for anything, Super? Do you know?
No, it's just una pretemporada. It's so basically just like for them to get back in rhythm, and it's not gonna count for anything because let's not forget that they canceled the tournament. So
yeah.
This is gonna be a new tournament when they start playing again. It's gonna be a new tournament. So the other one, there was no champion. They just cancel it. After everything. So, and MLS is different. For their tournament, it's going to count because they're continuing their season. It's not like they canceled the tournament. So, but yeah, for this one, it's just preparación. for the tournament.
I think they did good, and just putting two cities, two stadiums, get back to play. Same thing as MLS, although they all went into the same area in Orlando in Disney. But I was reading this. It's been some problems with MLS. Hopefully, with Liga MX, we get the same situation. I guess we're gonna talk about that later. They had some problems with Cruz Azul. This is a problem for everybody, really. Not because they're professional soccer players, not because they're superstars. They don't get to.
Sorry, Hugo. I'm like just thinking. I'm thinking really quick, like off the top of my head. So, like these tournaments, at the end of the day, who do you think is going to benefit the most? Because I feel as though, only a few teams are going to benefit. But what about all the other ones? Why aren't they inviting or making it bigger? Just why are they doing only that?
I believe. I think there was issues with other teams that they didn't agree with this. Many teams were like, "Oh, this could cause an injury. We don't want to do it." So it wasn't like everyone was in favor of this tournament. So this is what I've heard, that it was not everyone wanted to do it. But here you go. I mean, like Hugo was saying, we're already started with it didn't even start yet, and we started having problems already. Like Cruz Azul, at first they came out and said that there was 8 players that had COVID. That was the rumor, and then yesterday they came out and said, no, wait a minute, it's not 8 players, it's 8 people, only 3 players, and then the rest is the staff. But there was a lot of rumors that they weren't even going to play with their starting team. They were going to use the U20 to start to host this to play this tournament. So, like I said, this is some of the challenges that they're going to have once the league starts, because it's gonna happen. You're gonna have players that are sooner or later possibly get infected.
Well,
that's true. I mean, there's things that you can't avoid, really.
Yeah. But I was gonna say though, like, I mean, isn't it unfair though for the other teams, even though they're against it? It's pretty unfair, don't you guys think?
Well, not necessarily, but because let's say Monterrey said no, we don't want to do that. How can you force them to play? You can't. So if they invited other teams and they said no, is it unfair? No, they just said they didn't agree with it and they didn't want to join.
And maybe some of the teams they didn't get invited. That would be a problem. That would be an issue. But I think at the end of the day, they get to play somehow with another teams, maybe in their stadium, just friendly games and nothing. This is Copa for Mexico. It's just going to be a way to make money while it's preseason, really.
They should just call this not Copa for Mexico, but they should call it Copa por las televisoras. Don't you guys think?
Hey, it's all about money, and we've known this for the longest time, so there's not too much to complain about that.
Well, one of the things that I heard is to raise money to help people that have been affected by this pandemic. So I have to look more into it, but I believe that was one of the reasons why they did this tournament. So if that's the case, I guess it's a good thing, right?
It's always a good thing, too. And like you said, Joe, even if it's for the televisoras, we know it's always been like that. If they get a donation, it's always good, too. I think the most important thing is we're getting back in action somehow, and that's a good sign. Then we can get into the news, really, and see how the numbers are doing and everything. It's just some problems that we cannot avoid. If we get to play and people just keep being responsible as much as they can, it would be good for everybody. I'm excited. I want to see this Copa por Mexico. I want to see Chivas. I want to see America. I want to see all the teams. I think they owe us a lot of good soccer coming up.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I think at the end of the day, if we stop and look at things in that perspective, then that is a reality, right? That we haven't seen any Liga MX action in so long that people are just craving it. And remember, we have no champions. Last year, no Cruz Azuleada was... we didn't even get the opportunity to see a Cruz Azuleada because of that. So
this This was their year. They were sure they were gonna break that curse, and a pandemic happened.
Exactly. But anyway, fellas, I think that I mean, Hugo, it's hard to disagree with the concept of having Liga MX soccer back. So at the end of the day, I think that is a good thing. So I just hope that no players end up getting hurt. I hope that there's no more COVID-19 cases or things of that nature, because if we do get any of those situations, it's going to be very problematic. And I think that's where like people are going to be like, oh man, what the heck is like, what's going on? Right. And also,
yeah.
I mean, MLS, remember, a lot of the cases are going up in places like Florida. They're one of the highest, rated places of COVID, and they're about to start the tournament pretty soon as well. I'm personally concerned about that. Don't you guys think that there is some cause for concern right there?
No, definitely, and I think it's been a problem that it was coming sooner or later at some point in the season in Mexico or in MLS or somewhere else. It's gonna happen probably in Europe as well.
Yeah,
I don't think that this is gonna be the new normal. I don't think it's gonna be a lot of things that the teams can do. They're just gonna play it, and that's it, and see how they can deal with it the best way. I think players are gonna get infected, staff is gonna get infected. It doesn't matter what you do, you cannot stop this, and it's just a matter of time, really. In my belief,
it's pretty inevitable. Pretty much, that's what you're saying, right?
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah.
Players are going to come positive at some point.
Yeah. No, it's.
Well,
Go ahead, Super.
We all knew that this was going to happen, man. We all knew that this was a chance that they were taking. This is, it's a risk. When you come across many people like that, there is a high possibility that yes, somebody is going to get infected, and then it's just going to be a domino effect. You know how it happens. So, like I said, they all agreed. That's why they had here in MLS, they were like arguing back and forth because they wouldn't come to an agreement. I'm assuming that many of these people are worried, and because how some people worry more than others too. And some people freak out. Like I've come across people that they freak out like bad, dude. And it's just how people are. Some people are more scared. Some people don't care. So you have all kinds of people like that,
Yeah, it's really tough to argue that people are not going to be concerned, are not going to be worried. But again, at the end of the day, how long is this going to last, right? How long are people going to continue to be careful? And I think that's an independent thing. I think that's something that each individual is going to have to assess themselves, right? For example, I know a lot of people who are not, as you mentioned, Super, that are also scared and are not even going outside of their home, and I don't blame them. At the end of the day, you don't want to be interacting with a lot of people because you don't know what other people are going. And as Hugo, as you mentioned, it's inevitable, man, that people, get this thing. So until there's a legit, vaccine, then that's when people are going to feel 100% safe. I was also reading that there could be some stadiums that are going to be allowing fans back up to 5,000 or something like that. I don't know, if that's going to be 10% capacity or something like that out of a 50,000 capacity stadium. But even so, just for the sake of money, or why would you even bother doing that, right?
That's true. One thing is opening it and allowing fans, and another thing is see if they go.
True.
Or how many would go. Because in my opinion, I wouldn't go even if they open right now the stadium. So that's one other thing. But we'll see. Everything should come back. It should start coming back to normal, little by little, and people are going to take it their way, and hopefully we get to see soccer, because we've seen it in Europe now. We're seeing it, good soccer. We're seeing Chucky Lozano. We're seeing Raúl Jiménez, even though Super doesn't like it, but hopefully we see good stuff in Mexico now, in the MLS.
But but we have to see what's gonna happen because in Europe, you talk about Europe that their cases went down and they keep going down. And over here, what we've seen is that only some states are going down and continue to go down, but some states that reopened too early, they went down and right back up, man. So they didn't give enough time for the illness to go away a little bit more. And now we've seen more closures, like Joe was saying earlier, in Florida, Texas, all over the place. So it's going to be very difficult.
With this pandemic, is the most affected in Liga MX? Do you think it was Cruz Azul because they were on top of the table and suddenly the thing gets canceled, so the morale is going to be down low, or everybody gets affected the same way? Anybody in particular?
Well, I just think that now every team is probably thinking, oh, shoot, you know what? Was it a good idea? Was not. I'm talking about the players now, because you know how the teams, they just want to go back because they're losing so much money. Mm-hmm. But now the players, I'm thinking that they're going to be like, whoa, so now Cruz Azul already got a bunch of people infected. And what if some of those players, the rest of the players got infected also, and they don't know it? So they're going to start playing, and there's a possibility that more people get infected. You just don't know. It's a risk. It's a high risk that you're going to take. So I think, in my opinion, all of them are going to be, affected by this.
We'll see. It's matter of time, and once they get back to it, we'll see what the teams are doing now.
Yeah. Hey guys, you mentioned earlier, Hugo, about the Mextranjeros and how they're doing a really nice job out there in Europe, and it's true, man. Jimenez, the guy is on fire. And I think right now he has nobody. He's probably like the number one player by far, by a mile. And as you mentioned, I know that Super's a little Jimenez hater. But, man, that guy, he is on fire, man. He is on fire. So I want to know from you guys, do you guys think that is he like the best player by a mile? Like, is there no one, not even like in the rearview mirror?
Are we talking about only Mextranjeros, or are you talking about people in the Premier League, or just players in the world?
The best Mexican player.
Oh, there's no question about it. Yeah, absolutely.
In Europe, yes.
Across the board, Super.
In Europe, yes. He's the best player right now. I mean, yeah, you can't cover, no puedes tapar el sol con un dedo. Of course, he's the best right now. He's doing the best. They just, his prices went just right up the freaking, like a rocket. 100 million euros for Raúl Jiménez. That's crazy. Now if a big team wants him, it's gonna be really difficult. I don't know if they're gonna do that. 100 million euros for Raúl Jiménez.
So who do you think is the best player in general, or out of all Mexican players?
Well, I told you, right. We already had this discussion. Oh. In my opinion, Vela and Jimenez are just hand on hand.
Okay. All right. That's right, Joe. He's a Jimenez hater. There's no question about it.
Yeah, it's.
Hey, everybody has their own taste. I like Vela better than Jimenez.
Look behind you. There's a symbol in there, right behind you. It's a part of the Mexican flag. He's Mexican, Super. Come on, man. He's playing.
Listen, man. Yes, and I support him. Yes, I support him. It's just like when you ask me a question like that. Mira quién habla.
Hey, don't even go there, man. Don't even go there.
No comments from people that are watching right now?
Yes, absolutely. Un saludo a Gerardo Fisher. He's watching. He actually gave a really nice comment to us. He sent us a private message on Instagram, so saludos a él. Saludos a Leo Hernández también that is watching. A ver, ¿quién más nos saluda? Saludos a Iván García. He said that TUDN will be the only beneficiary of that tournament. And I agree with him.
Bromas?
And let's see what's going on here. Somebody said we're waiting on YouTube. What's going on? Is YouTube not happening, or what's going on, the Super? Why are people complaining on
No, it's working. It's working.
Okay.
We're on there.
All right.
Are we live on Instagram or no?
No, not on Instagram.
Not Instagram,
no,
Facebook, and
we're live
Twitter.
on Periscope, Twitter, Twitch. So we're live on all four right now.
Okay.
Hey guys, I wanted to actually bring up something that you guys probably forgot, or maybe not, but it's the $1 million question that today it just so happens to be an anniversary. So let's see if you guys remember this.
Ooh,
yes.
It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
It is the No Era Penal Day anniversary. That's
too
right.
soon, Joe.
6 years ago, guys. 6
It's
years
too soon.
Yo,
ago.
man.
It's not long enough.
We have to get over it, man. We have to get over it. Por eso estamos como estamos,
Okay, so,
man.
and hold on, guys. Let me read some of the questions. Comments from our post on Instagram that we did earlier today. Adam Vasquez said, still too soon. Felipe Robles said, hey, they missed the last World Cup. Some guy, A13X Javi, said, he got stomped on. What do you all mean? And then that's what I had to get in the conversation. I was like, this guy. But he goes like, look at the video. His toes got stomped on. And then Edwin replied, he doesn't know about soccer. Said that we were in denial. But anyway, guys, again, it's been 6 years. That's the craziest thing, though. 6 years. So my question to Super, why are you laughing so much? ¿Qué traes?
No, I don't know. It's just like I said, we have to just get over it. Get over it, man. What are you guys stuck in the past? It's can we remember all the things? No era penal, no manchen. Ya parecen americanistas ahora, están llore y llore, no manchen.
No. I mean, I'm in the train, no era penal train. But I don't think even if they wouldn't call that penalty kick and Mexico would have gone through, I think there would have been either Costa Rica, which would have been shameful, and then it would have been Argentina, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
it was a tough way, and to be honest, to me, El Piojo Herrera lost that game 20 minutes before that penalty kick. So yeah. That's my part. It hurts. Of course, it hurts. It always hurts. Every 4 years hurts down to the bottom of my heart. But
not just every 4 years. Every year on this day, we're reminded about that play. So the question is,
every 4 years, every time we lose.
The question is this: should Mexican fans get over it and move on, or should we continue to remember?
No. Remember this. Remember this every time. Of course. Why not?
No manches. I'm very... Me agüitan. Get over it.
We're Latino, Super. We have to be complaining about something every single day. Otherwise, you become German or
well, that's what I'm saying. Find something else to complain about. Forget about that play. It's
That's a fun one.
Lo único... Acuérdate de Rafa Márquez, mejor rayes en la pinche Rafa. That's what you gotta do. Every World Cup, he seemed to like mess up something, red cards, penales, that's what sticks in my mind. Rafa Márquez, la Cruz Azulió, man.
That's actually a good point, Super. I think that a lot of people forget that that's probably one of the biggest blunders, but let's see, more comments coming in. Philip Ortiz says Jimenez all day. He's playing the Premier League. Come on, Super. Gerardo Fisher says we all remember where we were during Robin died. He is right. I remember where I was. I was actually Hugo. I was producing Sports Center at that time, dude. And I remember watching the game in the corner of my eyes as we're live. and we were gonna do updates. So ESPN hosted the World Cup, was the rights holders at that time, and I remember on being live at that time, and then they're like, Mexico takes the lead 1-0, Giovanni Dos Santos, and I was like, what? I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. So they took the lead, and I was like, okay, guys, let's get the video, get it ready. And I was like, oh my God, they took the lead. So we do the update live. And I was super excited. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe they took the lead. You know, just like losing my mind there. And then los empatan, and I'm like, oh man, what's going on? And I remember that then they're like, oh, penalty. So I didn't watch it live, but I know where I was. But dude, it sucked, man. It sucked. It was like one of the worst feelings ever. But even though it was like really bad, I don't think anything's ever gonna top the U.S.-Mexico game in 2002. Like that is the lowest of the lowest of the lowest for any Mexico fan out there, and it's true. It's true.
Pero mira aquí en Facebook, ya te recordaron. What about el 7-0? You forgot about that too?
Oh, that's nothing, dude. That's a Copa America. Who cares? Nobody cares about that, dude. Do you care about the 7-0? Compared to a World Cup, you can lose 20-0, and a Copa America is not the same as a World Cup, dude. The World Cup is like the ultimate thing for any Mexican soccer fans, dude. You know, hold on. You know, I'm going to remind something to you guys, and there's something that a lot of people maybe don't even realize or maybe don't know. But, so, you know how we're obsessed right now with el quinto partido? That's like the biggest talk every single time during the eliminatorias, during like everything, right? It's always el quinto partido. People make it seem as though Mexico has never played in a quinto partido. Mexico has played in a quinto partido. And there's
no, we haven't.
Yes, they
have.
No,
we haven't.
Yes, they have.
No.
How much you guys want to bet? How much you guys want to bet?
Whatever.
I know exactly what you're thinking about, but we have not.
You're wrong. It's not the fifth game. Remember, they went straight from group stage. They went straight to quarterfinals.
No.
So the fourth game.
Because it was less teams.
Okay.
Yes.
In the 86 World Cup, they played 5 games.
Exactly.
Yes.
They played 5 games.
No, they didn't.
No, they played 4. They played 4. There was no octavos de final back then.
Apuéstale.
No, yeah.
All right. Bring it up. Come on. Get un PlayStation. Yo puesto un PlayStation.
Casi no quieres nada, ¿no?
No, Joe, you're wrong. You're wrong on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. So I'm wrong. Or
they went quarterfinals, yes, but there was no.
So I'm sure Wikipedia is always wrong too, right? So
you're seeing in Wikipedia they play 5th game.
This is the bracket.
It was 4 games.
This is the bracket of the 1986 World Cup. Okay, what we're looking at. In the 1986 World Cup, they played 3 games, right? They had to play group stage, right? So they were in Group B. So in 1986, June 3rd, they beat Belgium. Then they tied 1-1 against Paraguay, and then they beat Iraq 1-0. And they ended up winning Group B. So then they moved on to the round of 16, where they played Bulgaria, and they beat Bulgaria 2-0 on June 15. And then after that, they moved on to the quarterfinals and played against Germany, and that is where they lost in penalties. And that game was in Monterrey.
Okay.
All right, I gotta double check my facts, but I thought it was a. All right.
So who owes who an apology, guys?
No, Super owes you a
Wikipedia.
Super, you owe me a
Wikipedia.
PlayStation.
Hold on.
Pay up, come
Hold on.
Pay up, dude.
Hold on. I'm going to the FIFA website. Okay. Never mind Wikipedia, man.
Okay, pues, go for it.
Ahí dice, en Wikipedia dice que yo soy famoso y que tengo 100,000 followers. I mean, that's not true.
You can go to the FIFA website, dude. Go for it.
It says that I'm 21 years old,
we can go to the FIFA website right now, dude. We can go. But anyway, the point is, I know a lot of people think that Mexico has never played that quinto partido. They have not played the quinto partido since 1986. But in 94 and on, they obviously have always been stuck at that, fourth game. That's why people are so obsessed with that quinto partido. But the reality, and obviously this penal, no era penal thing, was part of that fourth game. And all of us who have been watching soccer since 94 and every single World Cup, like myself, I'm already a viejo veterano, right? But I remember every single game, fourth game, where el ya merito, right? That would have been, could have been. But a lot of people forget that Mexico has played in that fifth game. So
still, to me, it's nothing to write home about it. And yeah, as you said, the one against the U.S. that was probably the toughest. This one, it just became viral, and I guess Mexico, they always go famous somehow. So the no era penal, that's why it's a good tradition to remember that day. They even count every single day. We're like in the day 2,100 and something. I don't remember.
It's officially it's day 2,192.
There you go. Look at that. And it still hurts like if it was yesterday.
Pues claro. Oye, saludos a la demás raza.
Okay,
mira.
If you just real quick, if you want to put it that way, and people from the U.S. are telling you about the fifth game, you know the U.S. play semifinals of the World Cup once, right?
Wait, sorry, one more time?
Did you know that the U.S. played semifinals for the World Cup?
Yeah, it was like in 1934 or 32 or something like that. Yeah.
So I'm not supporting or anything. Just saying.
No, yeah. Actually, yeah. They played in the semifinals. Yep, I did know that. I did know that the U.S. has had a better spot in World Cup. Yep, I knew that. But
I think the solution to me is taking more players to Europe. Even if they're going to make less money, it's all about soccer. Really, if you really want to grow at soccer in the country, it's take more players to Europe. That's it. Yeah. To me, that's the solution.
Bueno, pues ahí los dejamos con la toma de última vez. Era ese clavadote del Arjen Robben. And he's always going to say that he wasn't a dive, and he's always going to say that. But anyway, guys, okay, I think we're running out of time here, and we need to do our draw, guys. So we need to
let's go for it.
We gotta go with our PlayStation FIFA 20. There's the beautiful gift right there. So again, for those of you guys who ended up subscribing, congratulations to all of you. Again, the winner's gonna get a PS4. Oh yeah, and for all of you guys calling us out saying, "Oh, the PS5 is coming out," whoop-de freaking do. You don't like it? Don't participate. No sean. No.
We're giving out a Game Boy Color.
Exactly. A Game Boy Color. So it's a
Nintendo 64.
Ooh, I would take that one and play GoldenEye.
It's a PS4 again, fellas. PS4 with a headset, a T-shirt, and $100 gift card from the PlayStation Network. Again, that's courtesy of our friends over at Prism Deals. So I want to thank them again for hooking this up. And well, I guess without further ado, I think we can probably start off with our little draw, porque I think it's going to be a little interesting the way that things are going to pan out. So, all right, what I'm going to do now, fellas, is basically we're going to use the famous, and I say famous, because yeah, la ruleta. So.
No digas la rueda de la fortuna, güey.
It's gonna be the Wheel of Names, and I love the Wheel of Names porque the Wheel of Names actually has been very kind to some people, right? So basically, it's gonna determine all 32 seeds or all 32 teams. So we have 32 participants who are gonna be playing, and it's gonna be basically a knockout stage. It's one game per day starting this Wednesday. And just so everybody knows, the way that it's going to go down is this. So all the teams are already pre-selected. So there's a FIFA ranking for the combined Liga MX and Liga MX teams. So, for example, the number one seeded team right now is Tigres. So whoever gets the number one overall pick is going to end up playing with Tigres, right? The number 30.
Do they get to pick, or
No.
it's just they have to pick whatever they want?
No, they don't get to pick. It's basically a draw, and they're going based on ranking. So again,
Okay.
the number 1 team, Tigres, number 32 team in the draw is Real Salt Lake. So if you get picked number 32, that's who you're going to have to play with. And I don't want to hear any problems or any shenanigans that, I don't know who I'm supposed to play with, and woobity, bobbity. You know, and none of that stuff. We got the tape. Everything's being recorded. So if you did not watch it, make sure you watch it. If your primo's playing and he's not watching, make sure that he watches it after we're done. Super. What was your question?
I love it because Joe is like the director, the principal of the school.
Somebody's got to do it, man. Somebody's got to do it.
It's my rules.
It's pretty straightforward. Okay, so without further ado, there's the wheel. And I just love playing the little musiquita. All right, so this is, again, for the number 1 overall pick. All right. So this is going to be the person playing with Tigres. Just so everybody knows, okay? So the person playing with Tigres is going to be... Kevon 0025. All right, so he's going to get removed. All right, so no more Kevon right there. He's the number 1 overall pick, guys. So number 2 pick. Here's the number 2 pick, fellas. Number 2 overall pick is SULS81A. And obviously, again, as I mentioned, we're going to remove him from there as well.
Can you tell the team that he's playing for?
Yeah, hold on one second.
Or if that's too much, sure, it's okay.
No. We can find out exactly who he's going to be playing for. Give me a second, though. Aquí lo tenía todo, chavos. No me asusten con estas cositas.
El pinche producer ahí, ¿qué pasó?
Calmados.
La maestra Canuta nos falló.
Team tracking. Okay, he's going to be playing with Monterrey. All right. So there you go. Next person, this is for America. This is who's going to get America. And it's the wild card. The wild card is going to be with America. So let's remove the wild card from there. All right. Next person. And this is going to be for Cruz Azul. Oh, no.
No manches.
So the next person is going to be with Cruz Azul. Let's see who's he going to get. Who's going to get Cruz Azul? Gustavo 11200. Gustavo, as you guys may or may not remember, is our last winner. So he is the defending champion of the last tournament. And not only that, I believe he's a Cruz Azul fan. Okay, el que sigue. This is for Atlanta. Atlanta's the number 1 ranked team in MLS. And this is with TTV Ariel. All right, so they get Atlanta. Next person. This is for Pachuca. Who's gonna be getting Pachuca? It looks like it's gonna be Esdena. That's for Pachuca, Esdena. All right, next team is gonna be Toluca. This is to play with Toluca, fellas. ¿Y quién va a jugar con Toluca? LER98. That's for Toluca. León. It looks like it's Hera Barça. Hera Barça is going to be playing with León. All right, next team, it's going to be LA Galaxy. This is for the LA Galaxy. And it is Osito Bimbo who gets the LA Galaxy. Next.
Con el cariño de siempre.
Ahora para DC United.
Osito Bimbo.
DC United is going to be with El Tony 45. So El Tony 45 gets DC United. Ahora Santos Laguna. A ver a quién le toca Santos Laguna. Next person to get Santos Laguna is Luis the Mexican. Santos Laguna for Luis the Mexican one. Next team is going to be the Seattle Sounders, the defending MLS champions. Seattle Sounders, that is going to go to Nachito Chavez 10. Seattle Sounders. That's a good team, believe it or not. All right, next one, Chivas. ¿A quién le toca las Chivas Rayadas del Guadalajara? And this is for the great Abe. He gets to play with Chivas Rayadas del Guadalajara.
The champion right there.
All right, next one, Cholos de Tijuana. Let's see who gets Cholos de Tijuana. Cholos de Tijuana is Hybrids Antidote. Hybrids Antidote gets Cholos de Tijuana. All right, next team is Red Bulls, New York Red Bulls.
Where's LAFC, man? They're ranked all the way down? Wow.
Red Bulls is the Shadow, 009. Next team is Toronto FC. A ver, ¿a quién le va? Toronto FC. And it's Kike 817. Okay, super. This is the big one. We have a lot of LAFC fans. Let's see who's going to get LAFC right here. LAFC is Danny 71121. He gets LAFC. All right, next guy is Timbers. Next player gets Timbers. Timbers goes to TTV Alexis Gaming. Then Chicago Fire. David GT 5462. Este que sigue, este sí va a doler un poquito.
¿Y
Monarcas
dónde
Morelia.
están los alebrijes o los chapulineros?
This is Monarcas Morelia. Who's gonna get Monarcas Morelia?
En silencio porque estás de luto. ¿Cómo es esto?
All right, so Invader Zemir Gier gets Monarcas Morelia.
Oh, wait,
He gets
so
the vintage
Monarcas
team.
Morelia or Mazatlán FC?
No,
I think that
Monarcas.
one's rigged, man.
Well, it's FIFA 20, dude, so they're still gonna be in FIFA 20. So this
Are they
one,
gonna allow them to play, or are they gonna just?
all right, Pumas. This is for Pumas, Aviator Sato, Pumas. All right. Next one is for Sporting KC. El tipo something, boliviano.
El Pulido.
Next,
Puligol.
Columbus. Let's see who gets Columbus. Jimmy Liz gets Columbus. Jim Liz gets Columbus. Ya mero, chavos, ya mero. All right, this person's gonna get NYCFC. And that's Goose Chopper.
Your El Chopper.
And this is the Philadelphia Union without Marco Fabian. Or maybe with Marco Fabian, right? Designed
2020?
by
No,
Gio.
he's not in there no more.
All right, y luego el que sigue, Puebla. Let's see who gets Puebla.
No, los
J Guti
camoteros.
313. J Guti 313 gets Puebla. Then Atlas. A ver a quién le toca Atlas.
Puta, no manches.
JSA
Atlas.
Laker. JSA Laker gets Atlas. Next is Minnesota. Minnesota
United.
Preeminent King. Then Orlando. Vince Cake Daddy. Ahora el que sigue, Revolution.
New England Revolution.
Rec 416, New England Revolution.
The last one.
All right, so then it's gonna be the next one gets the Impact, and the other one gets RSL.
Real Salt Lake.
Impact. Who gets the Impact? It looks like Pacheco is going to get the Montreal Impact, and NBA Mark is going to get the Real Salt Lake. Ahí está, chavos.
NBA Mark, just like in the Cascarita, the last one to get picked, man. What's that about?
That's it. So there you have it, guys. Ahí está. Ahí está la lista. If you guys forgot your name, don't worry. It's okay. We're going to update the bracket. So by tomorrow morning, you should see a bracket of your opponents. So pretty much the way it's going to go down is simple. Number 1 seed plays against the number 32 seed. So in this case, we're going to see Tigres versus Real Salt Lake. And on and on and on and on. So again, the bracket's going to be posted on the ETO website. Make sure that you guys visit www.com, www.el3online.com/FIFA20. And again, big shout out to our friends over at Prism Deals for hooking up this very, very cool price. Damn, that was exciting, dude.
Chivas all the way.
Fellas, what do you guys think though? Like about the way that Liga MX ended up like doing their tournament. Did you guys like that the players were playing, or should they have just gotten professional FIFA players?
No, I think it was great. It was great, and the way they played it, as in the videos of the players getting ready in their homes and all that stuff, perfectly. I think it was the greatest thing. If I remember correctly, they were probably one of the first leagues in the world who did that. Play with professionals. Of course, they always have like the EMLS, where the professional players represent a team and they play the bracket and all that. But to have the actual players being on the consoles playing against other players from other teams, it was great. To me, it was a great thing that Liga MX did. And of course, it's all about money, so it worked out for them. It worked out for us because it was entertaining. I didn't get to see the games itself, but I saw everything around it. That was fun.
Super, do you agree?
Yeah, it was cool, man. I like that they did the players. I mean, they had some injusticias there, but but that happens in Liga MX anyways. We're used to that, so it was not something that we weren't expecting.
I think Super is the Chivermano who I disagree the most in every single topic. The only thing we don't disagree on is that we both like Chivas.
That's probably very true. That's probably very true. Yeah. Pues, that's it, guys. I think, like I said, I want to wish all the participants a lot of luck because it's going to be very difficult. Last time that we had this tournament, it was challenging. And none of these players are professional players, but you don't even have to be a pro to be really good. A lot of people don't realize like how difficult it is to be a pro player. We had Ulibarri join us last week, and he provided some pretty cool tips. So again, for those of you guys that missed last week's episode, make sure that you check out actually it was last episode, or was it Monday? It was last Monday's episode.
Monday.
So make sure that you guys check out that episode because he gave some pretty cool tips and really important insight on what it takes or what it's like to be a professional FIFA player. A lot of those people here that are joining these type of tournaments, all they want to do is win a prize here and there and have fun. But like to be an actual pro FIFA player, that's next level, and it takes a lot of time and a lot of dedication. So if you guys want to do that, kudos to you guys. But yo paso.
I was gonna be a professional FIFA player, but I hurt my finger, so I can't do it.
The injury stayed on you forever.
Es que
no me lastimé la rodilla, I hurt my finger.
Es que tanto que ibas ahí al...
¿Qué pues? Super. Joe, ¿es en serio? Director de la... Really, man? Really, Super? Come on.
That's it.
Es que, you can't... La nariz ahí...
Ajá. Wow.
Yeah. I'm done with this guy. I'm done with guys.
Stay classy, San.
Pues saben qué, chavos, ya estuvo, ya se nos acabó el tiempo. We're done. We're all set. So really quick before we sign off, I want to again just give a couple of more shout outs to like the people that were tuning in. Saludos también al otro twin, Noel García. Y también, a ver, ¿qué más nos saluda? Saludos a, dice Cruz, denme al FAS. Crow. Gerardo Fisher. Oh, I was going to say, Gerardo Fisher, greetings. He says, you guys know who are the only team that have made it to the final 16 and the last 6 World Cups? Only Mexico and Brazil. I knew that. Did you guys know that?
Well, now that I read, yes.
Pero igual, ¿de qué nos sirve? ¿De qué nos sirve?
Exactly.
Ya, ¿de qué te sirve
But when's the
tanta
last time
pinche...
Brazil won the World Cup? In 2002?
As a matter of
Yeah.
fact, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that we can't advance to the next, at least in the final 4 in some, so many participations.
Right.
No good, man.
Saludos también a Samara. Samara, she'll be joining us pretty soon here on the ETO Podcast. Saludos a toda la ganga. So, Hugo, últimas palabritas before we start signing off.
Get ready, guys. Get ready, everybody, in the tournament. I want to see good FIFA playing on Wednesday. Whoever's representing Chivas, come on. You want to keep your last name? You play well, okay? I don't want. There's no losing here for Chivas. Hopefully, we get to see some Mexican soccer soon. We'll be tuning in. We'll be talking about it. We'll be talking about Raúl Jiménez, even though Super doesn't like him. We're gonna be talking about El Zorro. What's his Herrera? Se me olvidaba. Then el Chucky Lozano, who's been shutting Gattuso's mouth. I love it. I think he's doing great. He got to play today 25 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. He did great. He's still in good shape. He doesn't forget what soccer is, like Super says. Oh, yeah, he's coming from a long time no playing. He's going to forget about it. No, they're professionals. They know what they're doing. They're Mexicans. They have to support him.
They told Gattuso that he had to put him on the field because they got to sell him. So, in a way, it was good for Chucky and for the team that he scored and that he's been playing good because they're gonna get to sell him now.
Good. If they're gonna sell him, it's fine. He's the most expensive player of Napoli's history, and they had Maradona. Just remember that.
Wow.
Bueno, chavos, ya se nos acabó el tiempo. Thank you very much. Hasta se me fueron past the little musiquita también. Make sure that you guys follow the guys on their social media platforms at Hugo Deportes, at El Super Mojado Official, Worldwide Mexican. So again, for those of you guys that are playing in the tournament, make sure you visit FIFA, el3online.com/FIFA 20, and you'll be able to see the bracket. You have to play with your team. If not, you will be disqualified. All right? Ahí les dice, el director los deja. Saludos a toda la banda.
La maestra Canuta.
No la hagan de a todos. Y si no les gusta, no jueguen. Nos vemos, chavos. Cuídense. Take care.
¿Cómo que es el PlayStation viejo?
The ETO Podcast. Till next time.
El PS1 es el que vas a regalar.
Cuídense.